What's cooking, everybody? It's Door, and in this video I'm going to show you how to complete the third phase of the Polestar Expedition in No Man's Sky. As always, I will of course show you how to complete all the milestones needed to fully complete the phase and how to do this in a fast and efficient way as possible. And so without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So if you open up the Expedition tab, log tree Homesick should be marked. But as it was in the previous phase, you have to travel through the Rendezvous tree system for it to unlock. So what I would recommend first is to track down the Polestar Milestone, which will require you to complete 8 fleet expeditions. Now of course these fleet expeditions take time, so the faster you begin with doing these, the faster you'll be finished doing them. So make sure to walk up the buildable bridge, and then you should place down a fleet command room. This will cost you 60 silver, 40 gold and 10 tritium. Once you've done so, make sure to make your way back to the bridge. Make sure to interact with your navigator aboard the bridge. Here you'll get the option to view the potential expeditions. Now, as we will have to do 8, you will want to focus on the shorter ones, but of course make sure that the difficulty rating matches the ships you send out. For example, this one takes 85 minutes. And if I assign my trade vessel to it, you will see that the difficulty rating is 2, but my fleet rating is also 2. So this expedition has a good chance of success. So make sure to launch it. Now of course, to speed up this process, it's recommended to build multiple fleet rooms and have multiple frigates in your fleet, so you can send them all out on an expedition. Take into account that for phase 5 you will also need to expand your fleet with 8 ships in total. So you might as well do this right away to get the Polestar Milestone a little bit quicker. So fly out of your freighter and approach these freighters warping in. Look for the recruitable frigates, and when you get close by, open up your starship communicator. You have the option to inspect the frigate, do so. Here you'll see its stats, the class, the combat stats, exploration, etc. and of course what kind of vessel it is, and the price. Now if you have completed the optional milestone in the second phase, you should be able to buy at least 2 frigates. If you haven't, I would recommend to either try to do so, or to head back to the planet in the first phase to excavate some ancient bones and to sell them at the space station for great profits. Now of course you could also go to different systems and try to reload to see if you can get any better classes than C class. Do note that to be able to send your frigates out on multiple missions, you'll need multiple fleet command rooms. To be able to build one, you'll need 60 silver, 40 gold and 10 tritium, which can all be found by shooting asteroids. And then if you shoot a total of 50 asteroids, the Stardust milestone will be completed. So make sure to head into the phase 4 tab of the Expedition tab and then collect it to receive 400 liquid sun, 1234 oxygen and 5 storage augmentation for your starship. Now back to phase 3 though, make sure to enter your capital ship. Place down the amount of fleet rooms that you'd like, and then return to the bridge to see whatever missions are available. While you're on your freighter, of course, you can always head by your fleet command station to see how their mission is going. End expedition if they're done. So now it should say that 1 out of 8 expeditions is finished. Once you've debriefed them, of course, make your way back to your original bridge to send the ship out on a new expedition. Make sure to do this as fast and as frequent as possible until you of course have reached all 8 of the expeditions. But while they're at it, let's track the Rendezvous true milestone. Open up the freighter warp map and then follow the expedition route. My first jump being into the Sassove system. So once again, and I keep telling you this in every single video, make sure to head back to your starship and fly out and fly towards the space station. Land on it and get out of your starship to be able to return to this system at any given time via teleporter, but also of course to expand your exosuit slots. And before continuing, also make sure to summon the anomaly, enter it, and head up all the way to the back to unlock yet another slot for your exosuit. So that's 2 per system you visit. Once you have, feel free to summon and enter your freighter. Walk up to the bridge and interact with the freighter warp map to continue your path towards the third rendezvous point. Next warp being into the Galactic 15 system. And of course, after visiting the space station and the anomaly, make your way towards the next jump, and that's the Iotsoi Earth system. You warp after being into the Egurope Utudu system. And the final warp, of course, being into the target system, Kotanep Awa. Once you're there, you could select the Log 3 Homesick Milestone, and then go ahead and talk to the captain. You'll see that you have the option to access the ship's log. Do so. After doing so, the Log 3 Homesick Milestone will be completed. And this will reward you with a decorative base parts set and a turquoise paint freighter customization. Reselect the Rendezvous 3 milestone and head up to your ship. Fly out of your capital freighter, look out for the Rendezvous 3 mark and go there. So make sure to land your starship at the approximate location for the third rendezvous. Get out of it and use the target sweep function on your analysis visor to home in on the exact location. Of course, when you're close by, you can finalize on the exact location. And when you reach it, the Rendezvous 3 milestone will be completed. And claiming this will reward you with the Stellar Extractor Room Plans, 3333 nanites, the Salvage Frigate module and 2 inventory slots. As always, use the inventory slots on your cargo slots, as these are most expensive to unlock. Now we will have to construct the Stellar Extractor Room we have just unlocked onto our freighter for the Power and Industry milestone. To be able to build the Stellar Extractor Room, you'll need 60 silver, 45 gold and 40 magnetized ferrite. Magnetized ferrite you should still have from the previous phase. And gold and silver you have just harvested from some Astros, so make sure to head back to your ship, get into it, fly up and summon your freighter as soon as possible. When you summon it, make sure to enter it and walk up to the buildable space for your freighter. Open up the build menu and select the Stellar Extractor Room. Choose a nice spot and then place it down. And after doing so, the Power and Industry milestone will be completed, and this will reward you with the Scanner Room Plans, the Industrial Room Expansion Plans, and the Appearance Modifier Room Plans. Open up the Expeditions tab and make sure to select the Farseer Milestone, which will require us to construct the Scanner Room we have just unlocked. Open up the build menu and select the Scanner Room. For this you'll need 60 silver, 30 gold and 1 iron battery. Iron battery can be created using cobalt and ferrite dust. If you don't have any cobalt, make sure to mine some. Luckily, there's a planet within the system, the paradise planet Elxie, that has cobalt on it, so make sure to go there. So when you've reached Elxie, get out of your ship and use the analysis visor to locate a cobalt deposit. And when you get to it, use your terrain manipulator to harvest the materials. Make sure to construct the iron battery needed for the room. Then head back to the buildable area, open up the construction panel and select the scanner room. And of course, once you've done so, the Farseer milestone will be completed. And this will reward you with the Galactic Trade Room plans, the Freighter Glass Corridor plans and the Reinforced Window plans. Head back towards the Expedition tab and select the Home Comfort milestone, which will require you to construct the Galactic Trade Room we have just unlocked. In order to be able to build this, you'll need 60 silver, 35 chromatic metal and 2 microprocessors. Make sure to craft some carbon nanotubes in order to be able to craft 2 microprocessors. And once again, open up the build menu, select the Galactic Trade Room and then place it down in a desired position. And the Home Comfort milestone will also be completed. And this milestone will reward you with the bulkhead door plans, the exterior platform plans and the exterior catwalk plans and 16 pieces of glass. I would now personally choose to track the Wing Commander milestone, which will require you to recruit 3 pilots towards your squadron. Now before you get to hire any pirates towards your squadron, you will need to unlock the ship base first. So make sure to walk up to the bridge and go to the Manage Fleet screen. Then select to manage your squadron. And here you see the option to unlock slots for nanites. So make sure to unlock at least 3 slots. The first one costing you 800 nanites, the second one 3500 and the third one will cost you 7500 nanites. Which unfortunately I see that I'm 3 nanites short. Of course, if you are, you can always see if you can upload some discoveries to earn some more nanites. So unlock the third and final slot you'll need. Of course, the fourth slot is also a possibility, but this will cost you 10,000 nanites. And is not needed in order to complete the milestone. So make your way towards your ship and fly out of your freighter and towards the space station. Make sure to wait for other pilots to arrive. Approach the pilot and interact with them. Select the Recruit Lifeform to Squadron option. Here you'll see its stats and of course the class and the damage potential, etc. Choose to recruit the pilot if you're happy with it. And make sure to repeat this 2 more times. And once you have recruited the third pilot towards your squadron, the Win Commander milestone will be completed. And claiming this milestone will reward you the Supreme Pulse Engine upgrade, Supreme Launch Thrusters upgrade, a Supreme Starship Shield upgrade. As always, make sure to install these right away, and to have them touch their counterparts for an adjacency bonus. And while you're at it, you can of course use the 5 storage augmentations we've received for our starship. To do so, make sure to go up to the starship outfitting and to select the option to upgrade the starship, and then apply augmentation. So the next milestone we can actively do something about is the Galactic Defender milestone, which will require us to shoot down 60 pirates. To do this in an efficient way, make sure to head up to the mission agent aboard the space station, and then see if they have any missions requiring you to kill any pirates. Unfortunately, this system doesn't. So make your way to the teleporter and try another one. Once you have found one, make sure to select it and to start the mission. Head up towards your starship and fly out of the space station. Make your way towards the bounty mission target. And if you want, you can of course also summon your squadron. Make sure to fight and destroy all the pirates. While I'm doing so, I want to ask you to please leave a thumbs up if you liked the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you did most, and please subscribe to see more No Man's Sky content in the future. And with this one mission completed, I already managed to kill 9 out of 60 pirates. Of course, make sure to hand in your mission at the space station and see if you can find another one to do. This time I'm lucky, the mission that I just completed changed in another Hunt the Pirates mission. If you're not so lucky, you could always try the anomaly, as there are often Hunt Pirate missions on the board there as well. Or you could head into a high conflict system and wait until pirates attack you. Especially if you have some vulnerables on board, it should not take long at all. But I would say that this method is definitely the fastest and most stable one of them all. And of course, after you've completed the battle or shot down 60 pirates, the Galactic Defender milestone will be completed. And claiming this will reward you with the Starship weaponry blueprints and 3 salvage fleet beacons. Once again, of course, make sure to hand in your bounty. So the only milestone I have yet to complete is the Call by the Stars milestone, which requires us to do 8 fleet expeditions, of which I currently have 2 out of 8 completed, and I have 3 of my ships currently on voyages lasting a few hours. So of course when they are completed I should be on 5 out of 8, then I should be able to do 3 more using the frigates I have. Either way, I have to wait until these are done, until I can send them on new ones, and then wait till those are done as well. So I'll make sure to reactivate one this evening, and then I'll finish this video up early in the morning. So I'll see you then. So another day has come, and my frigate should be done with the last 3 expeditions. So of course make sure to debrief them. And as you can tell, my third one has been damaged during its expedition. Of course, choose the option to recall it. And you can then choose to debrief the commander. And luckily, this does count as a completed expedition. And thus, the Call by the Stars milestone is completed. And this will reward you with 200 tons of frigate fuel, 3 mineral compressors, explosive drones, and a holographic analyzer. And of course, this also concludes the 3rd phase of the Polestar Expedition, and claiming this will reward you with the navigation archive plans, the flaming barrel plans, and the data display unit plans. So let me quickly showcase to you what these new decorational items look like. So if you open up the build menu, go to the decorations tab, and it should be under the decorative technology. First we have the navigational archive, which costs 5 carbon and 15 ferrite dust. And that's what it looks like. It's basically some kind of trash bin kind of looking thing with a map in it. Then we have the flaming barrel, which costs 20 condensed carbon and 5 ferrite dust to place down. And of course, it's a barrel shooting flames. Quite an awesome decoration if you ask me. And then lastly, we have the data display unit, which costs 15 ferrite dust and 1 piece of glass to place down. And it's basically 2 floating screens with a pole in between them, which you can easily place down wherever you like. So all in all, pretty nice decorational items if you ask me. Definitely worth completing this phase for. But that was all for this video. I hope it was a good use for you, and I hope to see you in the next one.